Well, you're not the only person who's
Wow.
offended people, Bobby. You know, you think you're offensive.
Oh.
Guess what? Greg Spottiswood has just been fired,
What?
creating
He got
insurance
fired?
lies, because apparently he said some stuff in the writers' room that people were offended by, and there was an inquiry, I guess. And I didn't think he was going to get fired, but he's gone.
Was it? It was that same from because this was a few months ago.
Yeah. So he was being investigated, but he hadn't been fired, and now he's been fired.
So what did he say? What are people saying he said?
That's the thing.
Okay. I mean,
was it the N-word?
Oh,
there are so many choices with Black people, though. I mean, there's so many directions you can go in to insult Black folks. So,
you know, it's funny because there's a lot of people talking about cancel culture and this kind of stuff, but every single person of color I know in Hollywood, it's a long list now, right? There's a barrier to entry for everybody, right? So it's funny because there's this perception that BIPOC's, you know, kind of taking over. I don't know, maybe we'll see there's some progress being made, but everyone I talk to is very, very frustrated. The doors are still closed. So I people are starting to like open the door and be like, hi, go away and click. But
well,
it's
on
not
a show like Spottiswood, whatever his name is, for writers of color, there were 2 or 3 writers of color that actually quit. Now, that to me makes a pretty resounding statement that folks of color that have gotten to that place are writing on a hugely successful series that looks like it has legs. They've reached the point where they're going to quit. That's a sign.
I mean, look, none of us were in the room. I will say there were a lot of allegations that he basically kept dismissing the opinions of the writers of color in the room. So I'm not going to argue too vehemently one direction or the other, but I will say that alone, right? The optics of that, you know, when you have a sort of, and again, I don't like hate straight white guys or anything, but it's like when he's the filter and you have like women of color and all these, and I think there were a number of different races. It wasn't like there was a Latino person, there was all these different people.
South Asian, right?
So you're doing something wrong if you're offending all the people of color in the room.